Hi, thanks for your interest in FacilityBot and welcome to this demo video. In this video, I will cover some of the most popular features of FacilityBot. I won't be covering all features, so if you would like to know more or have any questions following this video, simply go to our website, FacilityBot.co, and book a dedicated demo call or start a free trial. There are also more detailed videos of each feature in our knowledge base. FacilityBot takes a messaging-first approach to facilitate interactions with building occupants. Building occupants, also known as requesters in FacilityBot, can choose from various channels to interact with FacilityBot. Most requesters use messaging platforms that they are already familiar with, such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, Facebook Workplace, Line, Google Chat, to interact with FacilityBot. Responders, who can be technicians, security officers, cleaners, or any person who responds to requests from building occupants, mostly use the FacilityBot mobile app available on the App Store and Google Play. Managers and admins typically use FacilityBot's web portal, where they can configure FacilityBot and view all activities in real time. Admins have the highest access in FacilityBot. In addition to what managers can do, admins can subscribe to FacilityBot and create new accounts. FacilityBot is designed to be easy to set up and use. Once you log in, you will see a dashboard. In the dashboard, there is a setup guide. Simply follow the 5 steps in the setup guide. Within general settings, you can set the bot name, time zone, currency, and insert your company logo. Within accounts, admins can invite colleagues to join FacilityBot and set their roles. Within channels, there are instructions to connect each messaging channel. For example, for Telegram, there are 4 steps. Once a messaging channel is connected, you can download a poster. This poster is useful for requesters to easily find the correct messaging channel. Within chatbots, you can configure the messages that the chatbot will send. There are rollover tips to describe each setting. The most important settings here are the welcome message and quick reply buttons. The quick reply buttons help requesters know what features are available in the building. For example, if the building does not allow the booking of hot desk, then do not insert a book desk button. If you do allow booking of hot desk, insert a book desk button like so. Within features, you will see a list of features that you can toggle on and off. You can also click on the blue arrows to configure the detailed settings for each feature. Requesters can make fault reports to FacilityBot using any messaging channel that has been linked. For this demonstration, I will be using Telegram. When requesters say hi to the messaging channel connected to FacilityBot, FacilityBot will respond with a welcome message. As highlighted earlier, the welcome message is configurable in the admin portal. The requester can also see the quick reply buttons, which are also configurable in the admin portal. Let's say the requester wishes to make a fault report. He simply clicks Report Fault. FacilityBot then guides the user to complete the fault report. First, the bot asks for the fault type. Of course, this list of fault types is also configurable in the admin portal. As guided by FacilityBot, the requester can then enter a fault description, fault location, and up to 5 images. Here, I will use my mobile app to submit an image to Telegram. Once the Create Report button is clicked, a request ticket is immediately created within the FacilityBot admin portal. The ticket starts in the pending status. In this case, the request ticket has also been assigned to a responder named staff2. Auto assignment is easily configured within FacilityBot using the workflows page. In this case, a workflow has been set that if a report fault of type cleaning has occurred and there are no additional attributes, then assign it to staff2. Once the request ticket is assigned, the responder will receive a push notification on his mobile app as well as an email alert. The responder generally responds using the FacilityBot mobile app that you see in the middle. In the mobile app, the responder can see the details of the fault report. The responder can acknowledge the assignment by updating the status to processing. Once the responder has completed rectification of a fault, he can attach a completion photo and then update the status to complete. The requester is updated in real time of the completion of the task. Depending on how the request flow is configured, the requester can also receive the completion photo and be asked to complete a survey. In the meantime, the admin and manager can also view the status of the request ticket as updates are occurring. In the History tab, the admin and manager can also see the history of each request, including timestamps of when the request was created, assigned, acknowledged, and completed. Service requests are similar to fault reports, but in the case of service requests, custom forms can be configured for each request type using the FacilityBot form builder. This feature allows the facility manager to manage all types of requests, including soft services such as event setup, asset disposal, waste clearance, courier services, beverage order, etc., through a single platform. Request types are intuitively configured using the Settings Requests page. In this case, let me edit the event setup request type. Here, I will add an image, say a floor plan setup image. And this is not compulsory. Once the form has been configured, the requester, through the messaging app, can click the service request button and then the create service request button. A web view will appear where the requester can select the appropriate request type. In this case, the requester selects event setup. He completes the form to request for the service. A case ID is created once he submits his service request. A ticket is also created in the admin portal. Again, the ticket comes in as a pending ticket, and in this case has not yet been assigned to any responders. The flow from here on is very similar to fault reports. Responders can be assigned, they will be alerted on the mobile app, and they can update the status on the mobile app. Aggregated fault report and service request data can be viewed in the Statistics Request Data page. The first tab shows the status of requests. Various filters are available to select the data to be visualized. The table below shows the number of requests created each day and their current status. You can click through on any of the blue numbers to view the underlying data. The breakdown tab shows requests broken down by other factors, including request type, location, and time of day. The KPI tab allows the creation of key performance indicator thresholds. Let me create a new KPI for cleaning response times. I'll select pending because that will give me the response times, and I'll give a threshold of 120 minutes. Once set, the system will automatically generate the monthly success rate of cleaning requests versus the specified thresholds. FacilityBot's checklist feature allows the creation of digital checklists for preventive maintenance or scheduled maintenance activities. Start by creating checklist templates in the Settings Checklist page. You can start with a blank template or use a template from FacilityBot's checklist library. In this case, I will create an AHU checklist. Select the responders who are assigned to complete this checklist and the managers assigned to sign off. Link the checklist to the appropriate asset. Set the recurrence for this checklist. Edit each checklist row as required. In this case, let me add a new check, which is a single choice response. Another check, which has an image response. And finally, a third check, which requires a signature response. My checklist is now ready. Pending checklist will appear on the scheduled date. However, I can also create an ad hoc checklist to complete the check now. FacilityBot also allows the creation of QR codes, which when scanned by the FacilityBot mobile app, allows the technician to create an ad hoc checklist which can be completed on the mobile app. Pending checklists will appear in the pending checklist page. The checklist can now be completed via web or through the responder mobile app. Once completed, the checklist is ready for the manager to review. Aggregate data on the status of checklists is available in the Statistics Checklist Data page. Here you can see the number of checklists created each day and their corresponding status. Manage assets within FacilityBot on the Features Assets page. Start by importing your asset register. Assets can also be created individually using the New Asset button. The maintenance history of each asset is easily seen in the Asset History page. In this page, you can view the details of all checklists completed, including any images or signatures. You can also see all requests that have been linked to this asset. This provides a quick way for managers to see when the asset was last inspected and the issues that have been reported regarding this asset. Asset QR codes can also be generated, which when scanned by the FacilityBot mobile app, allows managers to see the same asset history on their mobile app. Documents such as warranties and manuals can be attached to assets. Notes can also be attached to assets. FacilityBot's QR Code Webforms feature is another channel that makes it super easy for requesters to report faults and make service requests. QR codes can be generated out of any location tag or asset. Let me generate a QR code for a particular asset ID. Let me select a fault report form for this QR code and a fault type. A QR code has been generated for this asset, which can be affixed to the asset itself. When scanned, the requester will see the fault report form with the asset ID already pre-populated. Once the form is submitted, a request is created with regard to this asset. Similarly, a QR code can be created out of a location tag. In this case, I will select a special form called a toilet feedback form. Custom backgrounds can also be attached for this feedback form. A QR code has been created which can be affixed to the toilet. Once scanned, a toilet feedback form will appear. The requester can also select amongst typical issues in the toilet and submit the form. Once again, a request has been created regarding this location with the issue identified by the requester. FacilityBot allows requesters to book common facilities, such as meeting rooms, tennis courts, cars, or any shared resources. Facilities can be set up in the Settings Facilities page. Parameters such as minimum booking duration, maximum advance booking period, minimum time before booking, an image of the facility, and available periods can be easily configured. Once configured, requesters can book the facility through their messaging apps by typing or clicking on the Book Facility button. A web view appears and the requester can select the facility and the start time and end time that he desires to make the booking. If there are no conflicting bookings, the requester can confirm the booking and he will receive a booking ID. Confirmed bookings are easily viewed in the facility booking page. As more companies switch to hybrid working arrangements, employees may now need to book desks prior to entering the workplace. In FacilityBot, zones can be set up in the Settings Desk page. For each zone, permissions can be set to allow only certain requesters with the appropriate requester tag to book desks. An image of the floor plan can be uploaded and available periods can be set. Next, desks can be created and placed on the floor plan. Once a zone is set up, permitted requesters can book desks through their preferred messaging app by typing Book Desk or clicking on the Book Desk button. A web view appears where the requester can select the start time, end time, zone, and desk. If there are no conflicting bookings, the requester can confirm his booking and receive a booking ID confirmation. Desk bookings can be easily viewed in FacilityBot in the desk booking page. FacilityBot allows requesters, who could be residents or employees, to invite visitors to their buildings or offices. In the FacilityBot admin portal settings, visitors page, an invitation form that the host needs to complete can be configured. And the content of the email which will be sent to the visitor can also be configured. Permissions can be set such that only requesters with the appropriate requester tag are allowed to invite visitors. Once configured, requesters can invite visitors through their messaging apps by typing Invite Visitor or clicking on the Invite Visitor button. A web view appears where the requester can populate the visitor's name, email address, arrival time, and any other fields that have been configured. Once complete, the requester will receive a visit ID and the visitor will receive an invitation email containing the same visit ID. Admins can also view visitors in the admin portal in the Features Visitors page. Thanks for going through this demo. I hope it was useful. At any time, feel free to start a free trial via our website, FacilityBot.co. As mentioned, not all features were covered in this demo. Therefore, if there are features you are interested in that were not covered, or if you have further questions, feel free to book a dedicated demo through the same website. There are also additional detailed videos for each feature in our knowledge base. Of course, we hope that you find FacilityBot useful for your facilities management operations and look forward to deploying FacilityBot to support you.